gentlemen, it's time. I've been looking forward to this all day. Brought to you by Team Cinch. Right here on stage, you're going to want to head up here. First up on stage, we've got world champion calf roper, Mr. Shane Hanchey. Y'all give him a hand. He's coming in here. Woo. Hello, Shane. How you doing, buddy? Got your mic right there. And one of the hottest calf ropers going out here at the NFR. He's a first-time NFR qualifier. Give a hand for Mr. Marty Yates. Hey, hey, hey. Y'all are their hero. That's good. That's good. Those microphones working?
You bet.
Good deal. Good deal. Shane, we're going to talk with you. We ain't got to see you since you won the world last year, man. Had to change your life. Talk about that so far.
No, it was life-changing for the better, obviously. I've always dreamed of winning a world title, and to do it how I went about it. Breaking 2 records was something that you can only dream about, and it was a fun 10 days last year, and I'm just looking forward to the rest of the week.
Absolutely. It's been a Marty party out here for about 4 days now, Marty. It's your first time to the NFR. You won round 1. You won round 4. Talk about that, my friend.
And coming out here to Vegas, I thought it would be a dream come true to be able to win 1 round.
Yeah.
And all 10 nights and be able to come out in the first 4 rounds and win 2 of them. It's a pretty cool deal.
Absolutely. It's almost been as entertaining watching your crew up there in the bleachers losing it, and I don't blame them, man. That's all your family, I guess, and everything, isn't it?
Yes, sir. I got a pretty strong support system behind me.
We need to get them down a little closer down there, man. That's entertaining. They're having a good time. I like that. So, Shane, you're riding Riata. Talk about your pony. You've been riding that horse pretty much most of your life, huh?
Yeah, ever since I was 15.
Yeah.
That horse brought me to the 3 high school finals, 1 college finals, and 5 NFRs. So that speaks for itself on how he is and how he's bumped my roping up to a level that I never thought I'd be at without him.
Sure.
And it's easy to just give him all the recognition because he's the reason that I'm right here today.
Absolutely. Marty, tell us about your pony.
He's 8-year-old Gilded Chicken. He won Reserve Horse of the Year this year, and he's been a game changer for me. Bounce back season from last year, so I can't say enough about him.
Sure. Marty, you're a cool character, man, but this is all new to you. You know, even the grand entry, the NFR, round 1. Tell us about just Vegas in general and making the NFR out here.
Wow, the grand entry was amazing that first night. It was what every little kid dreams of.
Sure.
I've always dreamed of being able to ride the grand entry and run that first calf in the Thomas and Mack. I've always ran them 10 rounds in the living room every night.
Oh, yeah.
So it's pretty special.
Did you come out here, as a kid or anything, go to the NFR watching?
Yes, sir. I used to come out here with my mom every year. She had a booth. And last year I came as an 09, and I told myself that I ain't coming back until I'm entered. Yeah.
I know a lot of guys, that rope calves, and they're kind of that same way. They won't hardly come out here because they want to, that fuel to the fire, to get them out here, that kind of deal. So, Marty, tell us a little bit, growing up, who's some of your heroes? I know Cody Oles, you've been working with him a little bit, but tell us about that.
Yes, sir. Whenever I was real young, Cody lived right across the pasture from us, and I used to go rope with him just about every day. And I'm really fortunate to have guys like that just to lean on, I guess, to be able to ask them stuff, ask their advice. And man, it's pretty cool for me to have people like that behind me. Trevor, I feel like I can go up and ask whatever I need to, or just any guys like that.
Yeah.
So it's
Shane, it's kind of with all the calf ropers. I mean, y'all are all tight-knit, and it seems like it's like that every year, but y'all all help each other out, huh?
Yeah, that's what's great about rodeo in general, the camaraderie that we have between us. Marty rodeoed with me this summer.
Sure.
And it was just a cool feeling to not think that I got him to the NFR, but that I helped a little bit.
Absolutely.
And that's gratifying to me, knowing that he came up to me, knowing that I can get around and I can enter pretty good, and knowing he wanted to hang around me. And so it was pretty cool, and it's even better seeing him shine right here these first 4 days. I went up on stage last night with him, and I felt like I was getting the buckle, so that's what's cool about rodeo, and you don't see that in most sports. I I don't see anybody going from any other team,
right.
You know, going up and getting an award for an MVP trophy or nothing like that. But, no, that's what's cool about the calf roping. And, you know, we all look out for each other because really at the end of the day, we're not really roping against each other. We all rope great, and we wouldn't be here if we didn't. But we were roping against that calf that we drew that night, and you know we're back there tonight. When the reruns start again, we'll be asking each other, you know, what that calf did with him, and they're going to shoot us straight, and they're looking for us to win just like we are.
Yeah, absolutely. Shane, talk a little bit. It seems like the calves are a little bit bigger. How's that affected everybody, you know? Are there any certain guys that kind of stand out that are maybe handling the bigger calves a little better to you, or what's it looking like on the bigger calves?
This year they're strong this year. You know, it's just kind of how the chips fell. Really can't control how much they eat or nothing. They get full feed put in front of them. But, yeah, you know, obviously the guys with the best horses are going to shine by the end of the week. And you see that obviously with Marty winning 2 rounds and Cade Swore winning a bunch. And, you know, Hunter has got the horse of the year. And he's the best one here probably, you know. So he'll get going. You kind of got to not get caught up in the lights because no matter what you tell yourself you're going to do, you know, okay, I'm going to run in there. This calf's strong. I want to set it up. But them lights are so bright, and when a guy goes right before you and he's 7'4", your adrenaline's going so fast, you want to be 7'3". So it's so hard to keep that same mind frame from the bareback riding to when you back in the box. You just got to stay real into yourself and trust your game plan. Yeah, exactly. Marty, talk about setting those calves up versus pitching your slack straight in the air or to the left or to the right. On the bigger calves, what is the game plan when you're giving them the slack there? Well, as you've seen with me in the 3rd round, I had a little bit of trouble with that calf. I didn't know where he was going to go, and I thought he was going left. And when a calf goes left, you have to either go real deep to the inside or to the outside to get that calf turned around. And I got a little indecisive with my slack, and I tried to go inside, and it did not work, and I stood her up, and it took forever. And, I mean, I ended up being 7'9", where I'm supposed to tie that calf at 7'5" or so. So it plays a big part of how fast you are is how good you get the calf set up to flank and tie. Shane, is it just me, but even for bigger calves, it seems like guys are doing, you know, 1 wrap and a hooey, and they're taking it pretty decent, right? Yeah, you know, that's what's good about these calves. They might be hard to get down, but they're gentle enough, and we prepared them enough. They're going to cross and take a tie. You know, it's just funny that Marty was complaining about being 7'9". That's funny exactly. Yeah, poor Marty. Every other time, I guess he's been 6. So I guess I'd complain about being 7'9". That is a disappointment then, isn't it? 7'9". That's exactly right. Marty, everybody in the roping, or no matter what we all do and that we're good at, we all have a weakness. When you back in the box, what do you have to tell yourself, you know, that you have to do? You know, is there a particular thing that you have to work on? Just every time I back in there, it's kind of the same game plan. You got to be really worried about your start. That's the main thing. And then after that, just get to the front and set your go up, get the neck, and set your go up from the stirrup. That way it sets everything up to be fast. Right, sure. Shane, how about you? Is there a particular thing with you? Yeah, you know, I always just tell myself to ride to my spot. I try not to get caught up in the lights of Vegas and just kind of do what got me here. And, you know, I think of myself as an average roper. You know, I'm going to win most of my money during the year in the averages, not as much as the go-rounds because it's consistent. So, yeah, I just kind of tell myself to run to the same spot. And if I happen to have a throw like last night, you can't pass them kind of throws up. And that was a little, you know, mistake on my part on not winning nothing. But I felt good on scoring and roping the next. So, you know, it'll come. I mean, I placed once so far, but this time, the first year I made the finals, I didn't have nothing won at this time, and I won 80 grand. So, you know, it's a marathon, not a sprint, and I'm excited for tonight. Yeah. Marty, say it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. What's your routine, you know, getting out there and all that good stuff? When it's 3 o'clock, we're usually getting done, signing some autographs or something somewhere. We head back to the room, take a shower, change clothes, just kind of chill for a little bit, and we've been heading out there about 5 o'clock to the arena and just going out there, and I got a guy here with me taking care of my horse and saddling for me, and just kind of go get my ropes and everything straight and get my mind right and ease up there and get ready for the grand entry. Sure. Shane, tell us, you've always kind of wore a feather in your hat, I've kind of noticed, but tell us about the blue feather we're seeing on TV. You know, that's that's from an organization that I rodeoed in when I was little, the Little Britches Rodeo, and that's all we had in Louisiana. And you know, I've always said I'll remain, you know, forever grateful to that organization because that's where I started. And a little girl started this. It's called Hope Counts.
Right.
It's for injured cowboys and little cowgirls. You know, if they get hurt at a Little Britches Rodeo or they're even in Little Britches and they get hurt, and so all the proceeds go to them. It's a good foundation for a good reason. And she asked me last year to wear this feather, and it brought me pretty good luck. I told her that I'd wear it all year, and so me and Marty wore one all summer, and I got here to the finals, and something just told me to ask all the calf ropers if they'd wear it. And next thing you know, we got everybody in every event wearing it, so it's pretty cool to see that trend start.
Right, sure. Marty, when you find out you know your calf and your draw and all that good stuff, when does that happen? Is that after y'all get out there this evening?
Yes, sir. It's an hour and a half prior to when the rodeo starts, and we go up there and we look at the draw. And last night was the first set of reruns.
Okay.
So that was the first time that those calves had been, or the second time those calves had been through.
Yeah.
And when we find out what we have, we go watch tape on the calf, go talk to the guy that had him, ask everybody that sat there around there and watch, just kind of get a game plan on what we all think that calf's going to do. And it's pretty cool to be able to go to the guys that you're open against and get a straight opinion. And we just try to game plan as much as we can, but not get into it that critically. You know, we want to have an open mind because it's an animal. He's not gonna do the same exact thing every time. So you got to have an open mind.
I guess as far as a calf, you know, if somebody's 9 on him, you know, maybe they didn't score that great, or if they were 6 on him, you don't know what it kind of, but it gives you an idea, I guess. So, Shane, real quick, we're up here brought to you by Cinch. Talk to us about Cinch for us.
You know, that's the company that believed in me when nobody else did. In 2009, signed my first contract. They didn't know me. You know, they took a chance, and that was the day I told them that I would work the hardest as anybody, and I would try to be the most successful as anybody. And still to this day, they've stuck with me. You know, great product, obviously. You see it all around, and great people that run it. Dave Dean is an outstanding guy.
Yeah.
And Rory Limmel is top-notch as well. So, I'm excited to be part of the Cinch family, and I signed a 3-year deal after I won the world last year. So
cool.
I'm with them for a little while longer.
Yeah, man, that's good. Guys, I know you're busy. We're not going to keep you any longer. But, ladies and gentlemen, give a hand for world champion Shane Hanchey and future world champion Marty Yates right here. Brought to you by Cinch.